Welcome back to part 3 of Ask Me Anything. This is Q&A from quarter 1. So way back towards the end of quarter 1 on Instagram stories, I asked you to leave me a question in any topic or any area. And I got so many that I really couldn't do one video. So Q&A Video 1 covers several topics. You'll want to make sure you check that video out. And then I recently did part 2 of this series covering all questions in health and wellness. Today, I'm covering another area that I received a lot of questions, and that's navigating relationships. And then I will come back one more time for part 4, which will be strictly on raising children. And I may bring my husband, Paul, along with me. Let me know in the comment section below if you would like me to have him join me to answer those questions. So without further ado, let's dive into the questions regarding navigating relationships, which can be very tricky. And I have recently published several videos over the last few months covering the topic of how we handle ourselves with what we would claim to be difficult people. Or are we difficult would be the big question. And I just got done publishing a video on the fact that not everyone is going to like you, just like you don't really care for certain people either. It's perfectly natural. So check out the video library in the description box below this video if you really want to hear the heavy hitters on today's topic. And this first question does kind of align with the fact that there's just going to be people that we simply don't care for, right? So be sure to check that video out. How do you decline to spend time with someone you don't like at all in a classy way? You simply decline the offer. Too many people analyze it too much and they build up a story. So first of all, you don't like this person. Now, it's okay that not everyone we meet and not everyone we know personally are we going to care for. That comes with the territory. It doesn't mean that we have ill intent or wish bad on anyone. We simply just have people we don't care about. And again, I talk about why that is in my recent video. So why are you placing so much value on declining an offer in a classy way? Just be polite. Be kind, polite, and respectful and decline the offer. You don't need to give a big song and dance why. You simply could say, I'm not interested. You could simply say, I have something else going. I have prior obligations. You simply decline the offer. If someone perceives you in a negative way because of that, that's really on them because you did nothing as far as being negative. You were polite, you were kind, you were respectful, you simply declined the offer. That's what classy is. How to politely decline an invite on Messenger sent to only a few people. It's really the same thing. If you are someone, if you are either of the people that left this question or anyone else that can relate to this, why do you have negative energy on declining an offer? Let me say that again. Why? Just for a moment, say, why do I have negative energy to decline an offer? Not every offer is worth taking. If you've ever sold a home, what if someone put in an offer that isn't what you were hoping to get? You're going to simply decline the offer. Our whole life is full of declining, and there's nothing wrong with it. But some people have negative energy around that, and we want to explore why that is. Why do you have this negative energy towards declining? It could have something to do with your upbringing, maybe what you witnessed in your home, maybe how you were raised and how you were treated as a child. I don't know. That's the power of coaching. So if you have negative energy towards something or an area that really makes no sense to feel negative energy towards, there's probably a lot of underlining things going on with you, and coaching can be powerful. Look into it with a certified professional coach, or work with me. I am a certified professional coach, or some other one, because I think there's a lot more going on. We simply decline. We're declining offers all the time. Almost on a daily, you're declining something, right? You want to get into a good place with it. How should I deal with a family member's drinking problem? Well, the only person you can deal with is yourself. So if we take the family member with the drinking problem, they're over here. And there is nothing you can do about their drinking problem. So that's the first thing to come to terms with. Say to yourself and understand it. Absorb it and let it digest. There is nothing that I can do about this loved one's drinking problem. The only person that you can handle or deal with or manage in this relationship is yourself. So what does that look like? What are you willing to tolerate from you, not them, from you in the relationship, and what are you not willing to tolerate? So let's just say you have children and you don't want your children to be around this person when they're drinking. That's not on them, that's on you. Then you take the necessary steps to not have your children around the loved one when they're drinking. It's that simple. Now, that doesn't mean it's easy, because it could affect other people. If mom and dad are hosting a party, and maybe this is your adult sibling, and your adult brother or sister is going to be at the party, and you're also invited, and you refuse to be around it or have your children around it, you may not be attending that party. And that shouldn't be put on your mother and father if they are the ones hosting. They get to determine who comes to the party. So I'm not saying that there can't be other people affected by your choices. Again, work with me one-on-one if you want more help navigating this, but you cannot fix someone else's drinking problem. You have to decide what you're going to do with yourself. Great question. How to inspire a man to step up financially. Example, paying for a meal. We come from different nations. Well, first of all, that right there tells me that you see through two different filters. So if you are looking through a set of lenses, right? In your lenses, what you see when you look through the lens are blue, and he sees green. Neither of you are wrong. You see what you see, he sees what he sees. And we have to understand this in life. And why we see and view things the way that we do is for many reasons. And it could be cultural, right? It's upbringing. It could be, there's so many variables and so many reasons why we view things the way that we do. And we have to respect that from other people, that they are going to see differently. When that's the case, we're going to just tap into the big C word that so many people tiptoe around, and it's communicating. You communicate how you see through your filter and what your views are, and you give him the space to share his, and then you come to a common ground. You come to an agreement that works for the two of you, not for the noise of the world, right? For the two of you. Because if you want a relationship to thrive and be optimal, you have to be willing to come together and create a plan that serves you both, that you both can become comfortable with. And this applies to any area, not just that area. Hope that helps. Do you have any advice on how to nudge a partner to propose to you? I'll be completely honest, I don't even support that. I don't even support this, because no one should feel obligated to propose. Now, again, if we go back to your views being different than his views, if your view regarding the relationship is we've been together long enough that now I am ready for marriage. If he is not ready for marriage or maybe intends to never marry, that's not on him, right? He gets to choose that. People choose to not marry. People choose to never have children. So if you come into a relationship and you find this information out and you know that that is not going to serve you, you may want to get out. But the problem we have is so many people believe I'll fix him, I'll change him. But would you want to? Would you want to? Would you want to give someone that ultimatum that if you don't marry me, I'm ending the relationship? Because you're really kind of forcing someone to do something that they really have no desire for. And it probably will end up burning you in the long run. So if you feel this desire to get married and he's not ready, again, let's communicate and see if we can come to a common ground. If we can't, then you have to decide for you. This has nothing to do with him, whether you sever ties with this person or not. That will be up to you. Because if that's important to you, then you need to find someone who is kind of on the same page. They are looking to find their life partner and get married. Yeah. Gifts for a boss in an office setting. How do I tell my coworkers I find a $100 gift card 2 times per year? I think it's two to three times per year, too much. Just like that. You simply say to them what you said to me. For some reason, you had confidence to say that to me. Why don't you have confidence to say that to someone else? Again, if we are kind, polite, and respectful in our approach to people. Now, it's different if you're going, I can't believe, I'm not, and you're spitting venom out. Well, first of all, there's nothing polished about you. There's nothing polished about you. You simply share, say, communicate. I'm not comfortable with contributing or buying a $100 gift card 2 to 3 times per year. I'm not comfortable doing that. And this doesn't have anything to do with afford. A lot of people will say, I can't believe this person, they can afford it. Who says? Who says? And we get to choose. There's many things in life, and you'll hear about this when we cover the topic of raising children, where Paul and Tracy didn't pay for things for their children. It's not about the money, it's about the principle and the discipline, right? So if you are disciplined with your money and you really do not find value in spending $100 2 to 3 times per year for a gift card for your boss, that's perfectly fine. And anyone who looked down on you for that says a lot about that person, and they're probably not managing things well. Now, they get to, if they want to spend that kind of money, and you shouldn't place judgment on them. But no one is making you do this. You simply decline the offer. I wouldn't, and it's not that I couldn't, but there is no way, no way you are going to see me, if I worked in an office setting, spend that much money on my boss. It's just not going to happen because I have a large family. I have several children, 5. I have son-in-laws. I have grandchildren. I am going to spend more of my money on my loved ones than I am my boss. So you just simply step in your power. You step in your power. And so much to do with the questions on navigating relationships is really simply stepping in your power. Again, polite, polished, poised, always coming off respectful, but let's get more comfortable with communicating. Let's stop with the tiptoeing. Okay, let's stop with feeling bad, feeling guilty. I have a video where I recently covered that topic as well. If you're approached and someone asks you to put money in and you're not even saying, I'll get back to you, there's a problem. I'm going to think you're kind of scatterbrained if you just, oh, sure. If we're talking $5, $10, that's one thing. But Yeah, I'm going to have to think about it, right? Right? A person on top of their life, on top of all the big areas of their life, they're going to have to get back with you. Let me think about it. I'll get back with you. Right? Nothing wrong with that. No ill intent behind that. Nothing disrespectful. And we can't predict how other people are going to take our words. That's on them. We all have triggers, every one of us. If they're triggered by the fact that you're going to decline the offer, or they're triggered at the fact that you have to get back with them, there's something going on with them that triggers them. That's okay. We can't fix, change, mold, or deal with anyone. Who you can fix, change, mold, deal, manage, handle is yourself. Is yourself. So step in your power and get the job done, right? All right, well, there you go. Navigating relationships. Don't forget to check out the other 2 Q&A videos. They'll be in the description box below this video. I will also share outfit and beauty details as I always do. So anytime you want to know what I'm wearing, I typically have it in every single video. And again, don't forget, I will be back soon to cover the questions on raising children. Let me know if you would like me to bring Paul along for that. And thanks for being here.